Welcome back to my channel. Okay, I'm in the kitchen because I'm making some tea. I'm a little under the weather and I'm making some lemon, cinnamon, ginger tea. So I'm not cooking anything big, but today's video, I'm going to talk about if you are someone that is afraid of being perceived or you care about what people think about you, perception of what people have of you. I know I am the right person to talk about this topic. I'm definitely here to give you some tips and just to help you, because I think there's a lot of talented people, a lot of people that can make something of themselves with what they want to do, with what they want to share to the world or what they love. They're scared of what people will say. So let me just start. I am someone that I love talking. Okay, this is why I made this YouTube channel. But if you've been following me since Snapchat, okay, and this is most likely people from my hometown or just people I went to school with, I would post every day. I would post things that didn't have to be on social media. And I'm glad that I started really young, because obviously it's not the right, like, you live and you learn. So you learn because there's certain things, yes, it has taught me to not post everything, not to post problems, not to vent to social media. I would post like it was a diary, and simply because I never went with the thought of being validated. I think it was just for me to just see what I do and just not caring about what I'm doing. I guess when you start young, for me, I started young, so it's like I don't have that like maturity, so I would just post whatever. And then, like I said, you learn from things. Like now I know that there's certain things that back then I would post that today I would not post. But just to show you that it's always been something, a part of me, of just not caring, you know. And I think for a lot of people, it's more so about not what strangers will say, but more so about like family members, either your cousins, people that don't like you and your family, or friends, or maybe your job. You're scared that the people at your job will say something. When we go on social media, we see strangers. We don't know these people. We don't know them personally. And I think that's the problem, is that because certain people know us personally, it's more personal, because you kind of keep yourself in a cage where you feel like, well, who am I to do something for myself or want to put myself out there when I have people that actually know me? The only person that is stopping you from actually doing what you want to do is yourself, because you take into consideration more of what people say or have an opinion of you. So it just stops you from being truly your authentic self. And that's the thing. I have always been my authentic self. Even if I was at my worst, even if I was not my best version, I would still be myself. Your self-esteem has to be very low if you really care about what someone that is also a human being. If you knew people's problems, if you knew people, you have to look at it that way, that no one is above you. Okay, you're not above anyone either, but no one is above you. So when you put people here and you put yourself here, the more you're no longer in the picture. Ask yourself, why do I care so much? If you don't know, well, then that's where you have to start working on yourself. And by working on yourself is working on your wounds, working on your insecurities, and being okay with the fact that you can change your insecurities. And like, when you better yourself, when you want more for yourself, when you want to change, trust me, that is the minute that you will stop caring about what people think. You shrink yourself to be small so that you can be accepted. People love confident people from afar, but once they actually get close to them, it's too much for them to bear, because their insecurities reflect on that person's confidence, and it just makes them just want to love them from afar. And when they're around them, it kind of triggers how they feel about themselves. You have to put yourself first. And by putting yourself first is unlearning things that were put into you, fears that have been put into you, things that have been said to you, experiences that have traumatized you. You have to heal. That is the only way that you will grow. Like, I've experienced a lot, and it's only made me even stronger and bolder. I'm not saying I'm the most confident. I'm confident being me, but I have my insecurities. I have things that I deal with. Even if you would call it out, it wouldn't do anything to me because I call it out myself, and I'll only see it in a way that you're trying to attack me and trigger me to, well, get me to a place to no longer like myself. So I've gone through a lot of things. I can say one thing, that I want to do a testimony video on my testimony, and it's a part of it, where in middle school I got bullied from my childhood friends, and one day I went to school and they stopped talking to me, and it caused me to go to the psych ward. Rejection wound already had, that was like the big thing for me that caused me so much pain. I want to share that in my testimony, and when I'm ready, I will do it, because I am planning to talk about my testimony and how I gave my life to Jesus. But I've experienced so many things that I feel like a lot of people that would experience that would just make them hide and not show themselves. And I feel like that's just a lot of people. And you cannot make situations, things, bad experiences, hide you. I've never been good in groups. It was either I'm too much for the group or I'm too less for the group. So things that had to do with groups and stuff, even like in my past dance things, when I used to be in a dance group and all that stuff, it was just a lot. And I've always just been someone that is solo. Even when I'm in the group, I'm seen. And when I'm not in the group, I'm also seen. And I think for a lot of you guys, when you are in the group, you don't want to be seen. You want to fit in. Here's the thing, you will never go further in life if you just want to fit in and be comfortable and please those around you so that you can be liked. But like, I've gone through a lot. For people to look at me and be like, well, she is confident, wow, I'd like to have that confidence. It's like a blessing, but it's also something you need to protect. I know who I am, and I know who I am in Christ, and I know that what you think of me, what you think of what I do, it doesn't matter to me. It matters to you, but it doesn't matter to me. It's always going to be like that, because I've dealt with so many things. I let it be a part of my story, a part of my testimony, but I never let it break me. I always bounce back, and that's just God's light. That's just what it is. It's just about your self-esteem. It all comes down to that. How do you feel about you? It's all about how you see yourself, not how people see you. So if you're scared of being perceived, it's not about what people see. If someone says you're ugly and you agree that you're ugly, it's because you agree with what they're saying, but it's already something that it's already the way that you think of yourself. So it's all about working on yourself. It's all about working on your self-esteem and who you want to be. I think that's why people call me Liboma, crazy, all these words, but it's not really being crazy. When people call you crazy, it's because you're authentically yourself. But you rather be called, oh, good, she's good, just good. Is that the title that you want for yourself because you see that it's what people prefer? No, be crazy. Be you. I don't know if I'm missing any points, but yeah. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye. Cheers.